I'm Tina Korbe, and we're here in the Green Room with Trent England, Vice President of Policy for the Freedom Foundation in Washington State. We just wrapped up our second panel at the National Policy Summit for Energy and Federalism. Just wanted to ask you, why is this topic of energy and federalism important not just to policymakers, but to individual Americans?
Well, the question of federalism itself is really a question of where we're governed. Are we going to be governed by people thousands of miles away who are in charge of, let's face it, the entire country? It's a big area, it's a lot of people, it's very diverse. Or are we going to be governed at the state level, or even better in most cases at the local level, by people who actually can represent us, who we can have a relationship with? And, you know, in energy policy, you're talking about jobs, you're talking about really the driver of our economy. It makes a lot more sense to keep that power as much as we possibly can at the state and local level.
Could you compare and contrast the energy situation in Washington with the state you find here in Oklahoma?
Well, absolutely. You know, just coming in from the airport here, you see all of those big metal drinking birds, what I think they look like. I guess they're called pump jacks. There's not one of those in Washington State. In Washington State, we get our power from dams. Dam is a three-letter word in Washington, and it's actually sort of a tragedy in Washington State that a lot of people don't realize how important that's been to our state's economy. Boeing's success was based on hydropower providing cheap electricity, which provides cheap aluminum, which provided competitive airplanes. And it's another reminder that federalism is a real practical thing, right? We don't need the same policies in Washington State that you need in Oklahoma. And everybody loses if we try to paint with that broad of a brush. So that's, you know, it's a great reminder to me, just the practical importance of federalism, coming here to Oklahoma, seeing the vibrant, you know, energy market that's so completely different from what we have in Washington State.
Could you name just maybe one or two regulations that you're specifically concerned about that are coming down the pike?
Well, I think that the whole set of regulations that sort of hang their hat on climate change should concern everybody, because that's been pulled out as kind of a trump card, right? I mean, it literally is the Chicken Little argument, right? That if you don't do what I say, the world's going to heat up and everything's going to be horrible. So anytime people pull that out, I think we should all be concerned. In Washington State, you know, we've had issues with people wanting to take out the dams. So, I mean, amazingly enough, right, this wonderful clean source of power. We also have issues. I was talking in my presentation about wood stoves. You know, and this is something that it's dirty, but it's relied on by a lot of poor people. And yet the EPA and our State Department of Ecology are really trying to take these away from people. I should apologize too. Washington State's Department of Ecology was actually the model for the EPA, so that's our burden to bear.